like Federal Circuit Court Judge Michael Luttig, has called Trump and the extreme MAGA Republicans, quote, a clear and present danger to our democracy.
This is a really significant part. I tweeted about this just now. This probably like passed without recognition by most people, but it shows you what a conservative speech this is. This is a significant figure who is actually the former clerk to Antonin Scalia, a right-wing judge who is just being presented by Joe Biden as a hero of democracy. And what did Luttig do? What was his most significant decision? He was a federal judge on the federal bench put there by George W. Bush. He was considered a possible future Supreme Court justice because he was kind of young. He was like one of those good stealth candidates. His main contribution was putting Jose Padilla, who was one of these post 9/11 terror suspects who was just railroaded through the system, into a military brig. He ruled that he could be held indefinitely on a military facility without a civilian trial, even though he was a U.S. citizen. I mean, this set the stage for martial law. That's what Michael Luttig's legacy was. And so Alberto Gonzales, who was Bush's attorney general, decided to actually try Padilla in a civilian court. I mean, it was a fait accompli that he would be convicted. These civilian courts, like the federal courts, they sentenced like 99.99% of anyone who's considered a national security risk to long prison terms. That's why Julian Assange won't get a fair trial in the U.S. One reason why. And Michael Luttig resigned in anger. He was like, "You have destroyed my legacy by allowing a civilian court instead of military law to rule in the United States over terror trials." And by the way, Jose Padilla, I mean, this was a very shaky case. It was not a slam dunk case. He was obviously a disturbed individual. He was caught coming back from Pakistan with some money. The FBI was involved, and it was shady. But in any case, Luttig resigns and he goes to work for where? What great beacon of democracy did he go to work for?
Boeing,
the arms dealer, the international death merchant. So that's...
You know what he said, Max, though? He said in his resignation letter, "Boeing may well be the only company in America for which I would have ever considered leaving the court." Who says that?
So this is Biden's hero of democracy. You know, there are people, he could have cited, you know, some civil rights hero or something.
Right.
But this whole speech is about trying to win over and consolidate the unity between the Democratic Party mainstream and the conservative establishment, the conservative legal establishment, the conservative pro-war establishment, the neocons. Basically, we're seeing the second coming of Bush's first term.
Yeah. The Boeingocracy.